Hi, Libra. Sorry for the awkward intro. I just let's just jump in. I ain't really got much to say. Hope you're doing well, nonetheless. All right. Let's see. Give me a message for Libra. Oh, Libra. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Okay. I'm I'm trying to think whether I should tell you something or not. I did record a reading for Libra, but it was so heavy and I had so many downloads and I wrote them down in my journal, so I probably will possibly give you guys like a little snippet of that towards the very end. So stay to the very end to get that. But basically, it was a very crazy reading because it talked about a stalker that you are coming into pretty soon. And I feel like this reading is not about a stalker. I do feel like themes of your stalker are coming up, but the reason I feel like, okay, so you do have a stalker, but that will be another video. We'll cover that in another video. I will release that for you because I feel like you guys need to be aware. But this is not about your stalker. This is about an ex, but there are similarities in how this, stalker that's in your life currently acts or their mannerisms or their psyche, their mental. And there's similarities also with like your ex and how your ex has possibly lightly or unlightly stalked you in the past or did things to harass you in the past. And I feel like this is about an ex, okay? But it kind of like spooked me because I just tried to do that reading for you the other day. I just didn't release it. All right, so yeah, so something is coming to an end. Something is really over. So this is an ex, and how you would know who this ex is, they definitely have longevity in your life, but not longevity as in like a long-standing, could be a long-standing relationship, but I also feel like even after things ended a long time ago, this person has still been doing things to kind of like keep your attention, taunt you, harass you behind the scenes over the years. And I feel like that is now coming to an end. Like the harassment is coming to an end, or the stalking, or the mirroring, okay? Mirroring energy. And I don't feel like this person mirrors you. I feel like they mirror someone who is your stalker now. So could be some things within your DNA, your makeup, that you do attract very obsessive energies. So I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that. And then we have the chaser. So yeah, so someone is coming towards you. Um, we'll talk about it. I don't really know what to say here, okay? All right, so give me some messages for Libra. Someone kind of like, I feel like you're currently dealing with a stalker situation. And yes, we could talk about that person today, but I strongly feel like this is an ex that kind of like with this current stalker situation, you see certain qualities that your ex used to do. Or for example, like maybe you're finally starting to learn the definition of crazy. Like you've dealt with a lot of crazy toxic things in the past, but you were maybe more naive, you were younger, you didn't take it to heart, you took it very lightly. Now that there's another weird situation in your life, you can kind of put two and two together and start to connect the dots with things that you've dealt with this past person, and you're realizing like, damn, that person was really, crazy or effed up. So I see you thinking about this, but let's see what comes out here. Okay, Seven of Cups. So someone's speaking about you. So you must have been having dreams lately. And someone's speaking on you, okay? I feel like whoever's speaking on you is the Ace of Wands. So you're not attracted to this person anymore. I also feel like people don't believe you when you tell them that you're not attracted to your ex anymore. What is that about? If you're saying that, that's what you mean, correct? But people don't believe that, okay? I think part of the reason that people do not believe this is temperance. Temperance in reverse at that. So, like, I don't know. Again, it's a mirroring energy. It's like a chain reaction. It's almost like a disease, you know? It's almost like a disease because your new stalker. That's not, this reading's not about them, but that person mirrors your ex. But you have some ways that you also mirror your ex, and the way is temperance in reverse. So you may have had like really bad patience lately, like getting very agitated, not being your calmest self, losing your shit, okay, or being very uncalm, being very like imbalanced, okay, like overindulging a little bit more. Morale, like testing your morality, like certain things that you know, kind of don't make you sleep well at night, but you've done. So I don't know what that is. Like that could be like cursing someone out at the grocery store. Like you're usually, you know, wouldn't do that because you were raised better, but maybe you did it most recently. Like you lost your shit and you're like, felt bad about it. This is interesting. So I feel like also like your ex, you've been mirroring them because they would have very bad temper or just very impatient, almost like temper tantrumist. Okay. All right. You've been dreaming about someone lately because they've been speaking about you. So let's see what's going on here with the Seven of Cups. And I feel like you're thinking positive things about this person, and it's spooky because you do not think of this person as a morally correct person. You don't think of them as a good person. So you're like, why am I getting nostalgia in my dreams? Or like, why am I thinking positively about them when they've done me so wrong, when they have harmed me, hurt me, you know, betrayed me, whatever. So let's see, Seven of Cups. Letter, okay? So again, someone's talking about you, and also someone wants to send you a message. Let's see, will it come through? This ex wants to send you a message. Will it come through? Yes, it will come through. Even if you do have this person blocked or whatever it may be, it is going to come through with the love card being here. And this person is also going to be expressing themselves in a way where they miss you. I feel like this person wants to get back together with you. Okay. So they don't really take no for an answer. Things have been over and gone for a long time, but they're thinking about you, right? They've been speaking on your name, and they're going to finally send you a message. It's a very lovey-dovey message, or it's a message of like admiration. So that is coming in very soon if it hasn't already came in. Now, your response when you get this message is the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you don't really like it. It's not attractive to you. It may even come off very creepy to you, okay? I don't know. You may feel like this was kind of creepy or something is up with this. And I feel like if you do share that with individuals, like your friends or your family, they're not going to believe you. And I don't know what that's about, okay? So what's the Ace of Wands? All right, we have wife here. Some part of you feel like you're too good for this person at this point. So this could be definitely like someone that you have children with, or you could have been previously married to. But you just feel like you have elevated from this situation. You may feel like this person has fallen and you have elevated, you have grown, you have matured, and that's just not your energy anymore. You feel like when you first met this person, you guys were on the same page, but time proved that this person was not what they portrayed themselves to be. They could have been wearing a mask, or just not what they presented themselves to be. You, on the other hand, you feel like you presented yourself correctly, and you have grown so much from that situation, and you just don't feel like this person's on your level anymore. You definitely could have surpassed this person in achievements or goals or like numbers. So maybe like money or career or house, square footage. Okay, I don't know how this is going. Maybe even social media for those of you who care about that. And Death card, you are really done with this person. You're really done. Like, you don't see nothing about it. You're not going to respond. But you may just want to show people like, hey, look, they're still reaching out to me. You know, they're crazy. You know, they're sending me this love letter, but you know that they were going to talk shit about me 2 days from now. You know, like you're just informing people around you. And I feel like people are not believing you. And that's kind of upsetting because I don't really get that. Also, you have not been acting like yourself much lately. Temperance in reverse. Very short-tempered. Quick to cuss a motherfucker out, okay? Feel like you've done something that you felt like cowardly about. Like I see, like, you know when a dog like you know when a dog like shits in the house and then you can't find them? You can't find them and you're calling them, you can't find them. And then you just smell shit and you're like, oh, okay, on the carpet, so close to the floor. It could have chose the floor, chose the carpet, okay. And then when you go find them, they're like hiding in their crate, ears down, you know, looking down, looking the other way. I feel like you feel very cowardly about something that you did. You don't feel good about a decision that you most recently made, or you won't feel good like if this is coming up. You're just going to act out of sorts. You have a not good patience right now, okay? Also, beware of like maybe if you are going to have a little fun and like maybe indulge in libations or smoking or whatever. I feel like that could cloud your judgment when it comes to something of your patience. I don't know what that's about. Okay, waiting is here. So like if you're having some drinks, but you're not in the right mindset, you're stressed, you got some weird stalker, you have your ex who also could be a stalker, and you just may be trying to cope, but I do see you taking it out on or doing something that you just wouldn't be proud of, okay? But, I mean, you're human. You're going to do things that you're not proud of. Yeah. Ooh, very, very drunk night, okay? For those of you who drink, very drunk night. I see you, like, indulging in some type of vice. And the next day you will be sick, okay? So I see like this could be like a hangover. This could be like being lethargic from smoking too much. This could be like even like other vices like gambling or something. You spent so much money and you're like physically sick because, oh my God, why did I do that? Okay, so there's some type of vice, and being very impatient will cost you something. I feel like your morals will come into play because you won't be satisfied with the aftermath and you'll be looking back to your decision making. So it seems like you kind of like reprimand yourself, okay? You kind of punish yourself after this. Something is really directly related to your ex, okay? So I just want you to remember that. Like the energy of you escaping something while you could be partaking in whatever this vice is. And then the day after where you instantly regret it and you feel so bad morally, okay? Because something is trying to teach you something about your ex. Like, yeah, they're a piece of shit, but they're also human. They have feelings, they have morals. They could be cowardly. They could really hurt by the hurt that they've put you in, themselves in, their family. So there's something about like feeling like shit the next day after you kind of acted out, and something very similar like how your ex used to act out, and maybe you felt like they didn't have a heart, you know, like they didn't care, but the same way that you kind of care and feel like shit, so does this person. So it's like I don't know. I don't know why the universe is wanting you to reflect on that. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because I feel like this is over, okay? But they're wanting you to kind of like look back and see. Like, I think you kind of started to feel like this person was soulless, or they just didn't care who they hurt. But something that you're going to do is going to put you in a place where you can feel the shame and guilt that this person felt while they were doing things towards you, and actually know that they could be actually sorry. So this could be really about apology, like accepting someone's apology, even if you're not going to move forward with them, just being able to forgive them. Okay. All right, last words for Leaves. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have not worth a second chance. Okay, so follow your intuition, your instinct. So something is just not meant to see each other, get back together. It's not worth that. Okay, we have after hours. Libra, wow. So you came out in your own reading. Okay, so Libra. We have sick/cold. Okay, that's that night after you kind of do it a little bit too crazy. So watch out for that. Okay, Sagittarius. New love. Not getting a divorce. Interesting. Drunk. No plans on changing. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Like the video, comment down below, let me know what is going on in your life because I definitely want to know, and subscribe to my channel. Until the next one, Libra. All right, guys, I love you. Be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.